Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we have a new version of the Blacklight. You might have recently seen this on the channel. It comes with a nice big case with other inlays, so you can switch it out from copper to brass if you want, vented or, you know, with the lines. Most of MAXACE knives do come with extra everything. The big one, like a steel lock bar, inserts all the extra hardware so you don't have to use warranty work. But it also comes with a pin that makes it to where basically you turn it into, I'm not gonna say fixed blade, but you make it to where it can't close. So you just put it through there. This one does not come with that, but this is a smaller version. So this is the Blacklight 2, this is the Blacklight 1. And obviously this is a massive knife. Way bigger than what most people are gonna carry in their knife, but that's what I love about MAXACE. They're not shy to do these types of knives. This is a lot more friendly because while it's still big, not big in lengthwise, but big in girth, like it is a wide, chunky knife. And it has a titanium frame lock, M390 blade with a blasted and satin dual finished blade. It is a Persian style blade shape or a trailing point. Trailing points tend to not be my jam because I like doing utility cuts and you have to lift your arm so up high. However, as far as cutting down on surfaces, they're like the best. For cutting down on flat surface, like you need to cut a rope or something like that, they do really, really well. And they're also good for like self-defense stuff. And you know, as long as you're not doing a utility cut down on a flat surface, like if you're just like getting in between boxes and stuff, that's just fine. These are robust, very thick, very robust. So when you sharpen it, it will, you know, it will take some patience to sharpen, but that's the way it is with any thick knife. We have a titanium frame lock, full titanium backspacer, as you can see, and this is the stop pin, this backspacer. You can see it looks like it's probably got multi-row bearings. It's got very large bearings in there. Then you got spots for tritium, and then you have a secondary lock right there. So this one has the pin, but does not have the secondary lock. This one has the secondary lock, so basically you just can't disengage it. There's a tiny hint of movement, but it definitely stays solid enough that, you know, it's not gonna disengage, at least hopefully not. I would imagine it's not going to. I have seen some of those that do fail very easily. I just don't think this is gonna be one of them. It has a nice large steel lock bar insert, and this one does come with all the extra hardware and stuff like that. And the lock is in the closed position. You're not going to, when you put it in the pocket with the titanium mill pocket clip, you're not going to engage the lock or nothing because it can't. Even if it pops up, that's not going to do anything. You can still open it. And then if you want to snap it up, you can with this finger. Start cutting with it if that's what you're worried about. When you disengage, you just go like that, then pop it over, or just not use it at all. I would never use it unless if I was really going to do something crazy with it. But hey, you know, if you're carrying it for that reason, this is a chunky, thick boy knife that is a hard use knife, so I can understand. And you know, even if maybe, you know, it was a situation that you had to use it for self-defense or something, you might want it. Thumb studs are large, very large thumb studs. Same thing with that one. Very easy to get to though. They did put a chamfer around the titanium on the sides. Great access to the lock bar. I love that. That is awesome access. The thumb studs do not have a lot of texturing on them, but they're so big that you have a lot of contact. So the front flipper is, the jimping on it, I don't like. I didn't like it on this one either. It's just too soft. Now, obviously it works just fine because it's so big and, you know, like you have so much reach right here that it's kind of not awkward, but you do have to spread your hand pretty far, but it is an easy front flipper to use. Same thing with this one. It is a very easy front flipper to use, but as you can see, like when I tried to do the side finger, look at how far I got to spread my fingers. So yeah, it's a, you know, it's wide, so not that big of a deal, but I do wish it had sharper jimping. I prefer all front flippers to be able to slow roll because I think it's important to be able to come all the way around and lock it up on the front flipper if you're going to have one. So when you snap it, you're basically just trying to roll it really fast. So if it can lock up, you know, if you did accidentally misfail or something, I think that it's a good thing to have. Very ergonomic, very comfortable in the hand. It's thick, it's chunky, so that tends to be more comfortable. You know, it is such a large knife. The clip actually doesn't, it's for a stumpy clip. You see they got the milled out section right there. It actually works really good. Plenty of spring. I like when they do that. This one, same way, had tons of spring. They did a really good job on it. Tons of room underneath. So then also, I forgot to say about this one, the pin that goes there, you can store it right there. So you can always have that pin on you and you're never worried about leaving it behind or anything. You could possibly even, I was gonna say put a lanyard on it, but I don't know, maybe not. All in all, man, you know, it's not as heavy as you'd think. This is very heavy, but it's kind of meant to be. This one, maybe it's just because I'm grabbing this one and then this one, so now it doesn't feel heavy. But you could just say it's a heavy knife. It's big, it's thick, it's chunky, but it's aggressive looking. It's definitely something that's going to appeal to the guys who like the hard use. They like the thick, the chunky, the crazy, the big, the bold, the badass. That's some of these knives. And this one is just basically like a compact version of that. Negatives, I don't have many negatives. Preferences maybe, but the plunge grind and sharpening choil is done really well. Great access to the lock bar. It is very robust, but it's supposed to be. So, you know, I'm not mad at it being, you know, such a thick edge. It will take some work to sharpen it. Like I said, TA hardware all the way around, and they give you extras. Yeah, it has a nice sound. So all in all, the one negative I could say, you know, is just, and it's not even a negative, it's just an observation, you know, it's not everything's going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to want something so big and heavy and chunky. Even if the length is their length, you know, maybe it'll be too bold for them. And then other people are going to be, it's going to be right up their alley. So, you know, sometimes, you know, especially like with MAXACE, they're going to have knives that are going to appeal to you or not. And that's cool. That's what I love about them. They are not. So Tim from TCal said this to me, and it's always stuck with me. He said, I make knives that I like, not what the community's liking or saying, which makes him stay true to himself on what he's designing. He's designing something that he thinks to the best of his ability that's going to work, that he enjoys, and yada yada. In MAXACE, I think it's kind of the same way. They're not worried about doing something so crazy that nobody likes it. They're doing what they like in the designs that they like with the designers they like, and they're not shy about it at all. And I personally respect it, especially with so many companies trying to cater to certain people, specific people, like the masses, so that they can sell more and more knives, but then not taking care of the little details that make it a great knife, right? It's like, and it could be one detail, right? One or two details literally skips over its ability of being a high quality, long lasting knife. You know, so, but it has the look, right? Or the shape or whatever. So shout out to MAXACE, work hard, stay tough, till next time, peace.